What's up, guys? It's Captain Risk Production 72 and welcome to Channel Update December 2025, because this year had to go as quick as it goddamn could. So let's get two things out of the way. Yes, the place looks completely different. No, I didn't make any content of it because I didn't really think to do that. Let's be completely honest. Second of all, yes, there was no channel update for November. Let me quickly explain. I could not find the time to get one done in November. And to be completely honest, see, by the time I realised I hadn't got one out, it was like the 11th or 12th. I was like, well, I'm not going to do it at that point, am I? That kind of seems a bit dumb. Anyway, another thing you'll notice is, yes, the wall is red behind me, and yeah, I'm probably going to insert that meme of C3PO going, you probably don't recognise me because of the red arm. Wow, I've already mentioned the sequels. Yeah, great. So, yeah, let's get into that. So the shelving is completely different. Where you're currently at, looking wise, in terms of shelving, used to be where the head of my bed was. And the whole reason for the move around, before I show you it, really was I wanted to use the shelving more differently. I wanted to buy a new bed, and there's a few factors. I had some ideas going through it, and you know, I kind of decided, well, this is probably the best way to go with it. And 'cause my room, right, I'm only really, when I'm not like doing anything else, I'm mostly out. I'm mostly in other places, you know, work or whatever, university or just any of those kind of places. So I tend to be out here most of the time, but you know, when I'm in here, it's mostly the collection. If that makes any sense, probably, you know, sorry for the random pause there, but that was kind of my reasoning for it. So my friend Terra Killer T1, great, he's been on quite a few YouTube videos, mostly the Comic Con ones. This year's was quite funny, but yeah, so that's kind of what happened. So you're currently looking at the original trilogy section. So we've got the UCS Millennium Falcon there, Return of the Jedi shelf. I'll give you guys a quick overview of it. There'll be a full detailed video probably coming in the summer, like of all what's going on with these shelves. You know, the typical room tour frame. We've got the Empire Strikes Back stuff in here. And of course, we've got A New Hope, and down there's a guitar amplifier. And there's like the void of just random nonsense that still needs to be sorted. Got the TV there. This has kind of become quite random at the moment. It's just stuff I need to fix. Now, we were alright for the most part. There's a few sets got the obviously like the occasional gun or tip of the wing or something knocked off. But the only thing that got destroyed is my friend had put it on balanced on here, and then he knocked the shelf. And the drop ship, this is the Clone Wars one, went flying. You can actually see the pilot in there. So it's the one casualty that needs completely rebuilt, but I will point out a few things. The shelves aren't completely sorted still. You know, we've got a Super Star Destroyer up here. We've got the Darth Vader transformation there for some reason. Goddamn Mater just chilling with a bomb on the front of him. You know, Star Destroyer there. We've got the minifigures from the Jabba sail bars, the UCS one. The decapitated AT-AT, so it's clearly doing a reenactment of The Last Jedi. Desert Skiff there. We've got the Ewok glider and the dewback back there. Some of the stuff from the Imperial Inspection. This set here, something I figured out about it. It is one of the most structurally weak pieces of crap. So, see, the interior of mine is mostly filled with parts that just keep popping off, as do the feet keep popping off. So it's not a set that I'm like. It's a nice looking model. I actually took those steering vanes off for moving it, but it's dusty and it's honestly it's a set I have slightly regretting buying. But here's where the stuff gets organized again. We've got some Clone Wars stuff here that looks good. Things a bit random there with, you know, the UCS Slave 1, the Monster Fighters, and Scooby-Doo there. Got a Revenge of the Sith shelf. You gotta have that. Very happy with how that turned out. Looks very, very cool. Very happy with that. Here we got the gunships, because this is obviously the prequel era. So we got Revenge of the Sith. We got the gunships here. Something pretty cool, and this is why I wish I'd done an update for. I'm going to fix something here. I'd done an update for November, and I didn't, because this is something I bought in late October, which I had before November, is I finally bought a second gunship. So you guys remember, I bought this one back in 2023. It's a Clone Wars one from OE, got some Phase 1s in it, and you got the standard nose art. Now back then, I do need to fix it slightly. There we go. So you will remember that or you might, if cast your mind back those nearly 3 years, I got some custom stickers from Germany for nose art, and I never bothered to use them. Until now, we got Dooku getting a clone boot up the rear end on this gunship. And yes, it's on both sides, so it's pretty good. Here we got a Attack of the Clones style shelf. Some things still need fixing there. this was meant to be the episode 1 shelf, but that's not panned out. Simple because you got the Gungan sub there, the flash speeders back there, and the droid carriers there. I do need to fix the pod racers. Unfortunately, I didn't get around to completely organising all the Clone Wars stuff, so these are here. I did debate in my head, do I leave it another day, finish sorting the sets, cleaning them and stuff before filming this? But I came to the conclusion that I will continue to put this off a couple of days, and then we can't miss the last one of the year. Down here's where I put the consoles. I went out and purchased this a little while ago. I purchased this. I'm giving you guys information that's from October because I didn't discuss it in the November update because I didn't make one. I went and bought this. So this is a PS3 that does PS1, 2, and 3 games. Quite a rare model from the launch of the PS3. Xbox One's there. All the minifigures and stuff are currently in here at the moment. This is the Carnage. This is what still needs sorted, cleaned, fixed. The pod racers back there. The Malevolence. There's even bags for a set that I've not long bought. Heck, I recently picked up this set here, and I've still not gotten round to even building it. This is the Imperial Landing Craft. There's a set number 7659 from 2007. So I've not even gotten round. I've actually got an X-Wing currently on the way as well. So I'm going to have to get things fixed. The bed ended up over here. I will show you the shelving, but I'm not going to show you certain parts of it because I don't want you guys to get spoiled or something. So, you probably just did get a slight spoil or something, but anyway. This is the shelving that I put here. It looks pretty nice. Again, I'm trying to avoid showing you the complete saga thing. Recently got right into PS1 games, courtesy of a co-worker who I did a trade with. So got some pretty cool games here. Big thanks to him. Shout out to John, if you're watching. Got some other stuff just chilling out here. Again, it's stuff that's currently being sorted, like the base of the Silent Mary's there. Lego DeLorean and Mystery Machine are up there. It is all looking pretty damn good. So it's a new layout. It is working out quite well for me. So let's talk in terms of what you can expect this month. I'd rather be over here. This is the bit that seems to be the most well sorted out. So what can you expect this month? Well, this month I'm mostly planning to focus on the collecting the complete saga stuff. See, I have a lot more minifigures than you guys have seen for that I've just not shown off in episodes yet. And I do plan to get fire episodes that. Yes, I like to do reviews. Hey, I'm trying to do a review on the Wampa Cave from 2010, but I'd rather get some of that out of the way as videos. I'm very busy this time of year, so stuff I can, get done very quickly. Don't have to worry too much about scheduling to get all that out. That's kind of what I'm planning to do. Another thing I want to talk about that's kind of an elephant in the room is there will be no advent calendar video this year. I know in 2022, 23, and 24, I did advent calendar videos, didn't do the daily videos, but I would film each part and then merge it all together and then upload one long video, and it was great. But unfortunately, I don't see myself really doing it this year. I'm not going to be doing it. I've not bought an advent calendar. The reason I've not bought one is I couldn't decide. 2014, by the time I went to go look, I didn't really feel like I didn't have the money at the time to go purchase it. I did debate doing, I thought it'd be kind of cool to do 20 years of advent calendars. I almost bought the original Lego City one from 2005, which, listen, if the Star Wars one doesn't meet what I'm after, and once I get all the Star Wars ones I want, which I think there's one more I want, because I've got 2011, 12, 13, I'm probably going to move into other things. Like Lego Castle had them, Lego City had them, so there'll be other ways I go in future years, but this year is a gap year for that. So I'd like to point out that. But I plan to, this month, have all the kind of stuff going out in order. Actually have the correct amount of uploads. So there won't be a Christmas special unless I go out and buy one of the... I am tempted to go out and buy one of the small Christmas sets that they have every year and just review that. Because I do want to have an upload on that day. It's just about getting it out and getting it out. So, yeah. It's all about getting it done properly. And this month, I really want to focus on getting those complete saga episodes, because I took a break from those for a while, but I've got that much inventory for that we can keep going. That's really all I'm planning to do, other than maybe a Christmas video, or maybe we'll go back to doing some Pharaoh's Quest reviews, because, let me show you. I'm trying to just showing you other stuff. But, yeah. It does look quite good. There's a lot of the Pharaoh's Quest sets. I've reviewed a couple of them. I reviewed Scarab Attack, which is the small one, the one with the motorbike. I did film the one with the plane. Unfortunately, I erased the footage without thinking, or it's either on an old phone. I didn't think far ahead with that. And of course, I got this giant Cobra statue one that I want to do. So those are potential ideas. Also, maybe a small Monster Fighters for you, because in October, for Halloween, I did do the giant Monster Fighters house. So maybe we should do the small swamp creature build. But potential ideas. But yeah, that's where I'm at. One room thing I want to do is I want to get posters that go along those bits. It's definitely something I'm looking to pick up. But anyway, bit of a short update. Honestly, I thought I'd have a bit more to talk about, but realising I don't have too much ambitions for this month in terms of the channel, there is that. My main goal is to get all this display looking good. When I do the January for 2026, Jesus Christ, that's soon, it'll look good. But, let's take a moment and talk about the new sets. So, the ones for the Mandalorian, so I speak of Boba Fett, those do look kind of cool. Am I going to pick them up day one? I don't actually know if I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's a potential idea. The mini-series 8080 with Snowspeeder, however, and the Venator, those to me are prime pickups. Look absolutely amazing. Very well done sets. I'll give them that. I don't know if I'll pick them up day one, but definitely I'm going to pick them up. I'm missing a few from the Starship series that I've not picked up. I didn't pick up the two that came out this year, being the Home one and the Kylo Ren's Command Shell. I'm 50-50 on them. It just ultimately depends, but yeah. So that's where I'm at on all those things. Really, that's about it. The battle pack, everyone's kind of pissed. Now, normally I can see. I'm one of the few fans that can look at the helmet hole cones and be kind of okay with it. But these new Mandalorians, the Mandalorians, is the red ones from the 7th season of the Clone Wars. They didn't. So every Mandalorian minifigure, with the exception of Gar Saxon, right, has a black visor. And they've always had black visors. This is going back to 2000 with the original Boba Fett. They did it silver. And everyone's been going through, screenshots and stuff of the Clone Wars trying to find when it's silver. It's not. And I'll admit, that does annoy me. Quite a bit, to be fair. I don't think I actually... I'm one of those collectors who isn't sure what they've got sometimes. I have to check. I don't think I've got the 2013 ones, but a part of me wonders if that's going to send those skyrocketing in price. But that's kind of my 2 cents on all of that. So I'll see you guys next week with an episode of Collecting the Complete Saga. See you later.